Welcome to the first review of my channel, ladies and gentlemen. I am Johnny Banerjee of Johnny and Doni Reviews. This time, I'm using my own channel instead of my idiot brother's. Speaking of Doni, why don't you come here and say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody. It's
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
It's great to be here.
Anyway,
and I'm not an idiot. But anyway, you can pretty much guess what we're reviewing, isn't that right?
Marvel's Iron Man 3.
Yes, it is. Well, you can't see my face pretty good, but okay, I'll just scoot up a little.
Anyway, this movie takes place after Avengers. It consists of some recurring actors like Robert Downey Jr., of course, Gwyneth Paltrow, and
Don Sutherland as a War Machine.
Don Sutherland as War Machine, or in this case, Iron Patriot. Well, it's still debatable. Anyway, I'm rambling here. We see this movie is sort of a bit unexpected and a bit new. It did some stuff that I never expected that they would do, considering the other two Iron Man movies were a bit, they involved him. What was that?
Oh, that was your phone.
Anyway, all I have to say is, this movie will have twists and turns for all of you. You'll have some stuff that's unexpected, and some stuff that you'll think was a complete waste.
Yes, I have to totally agree with you on the waste part. Like, Banks Kingsley, well, we won't want to give anything away, but the Mandarin is not how a lot of people want him to be, because,
well, we're not gonna say why, because let's just say the trailers are a bit misleading. It's completely bullshit. It's a waste of time!
Yeah, I mean...
and money!
Well...
it's stupid!
Take it easy, man. It's your first video. Well, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, but I will say the action is good, the twists and turns are brilliant.
The funny is funny.
Yeah, but, like...
especially at the beginning. We see Iron Man preparing the Mach 42. And he's chanting. This movie takes place during Christmas time, and he's in the beginning of the movie. He's like dancing to it.
Yeah, I will tell you one thing. I know a nice I can tell you one thing. It's gonna be very fitting when this movie comes out on DVD, if it comes out in Christmas.
Yeah, I have to say, if this movie comes out on Christmas, it's on the top of my Christmas list.
Well, yeah, but it's probably gonna come out in September. Because, you do the math, and that's what Avengers did.
Anyway, I don't really care about the math. Anyway, all I have to say is that I'm finally glad they brought in another criminal organization besides Hydra. They bring in AIM. AIM is actually one of Iron Man's villains.
Yeah, but I gotta say, the way they introduce him, like, the movie begins, as you say, in 1999.
I never said that.
Oh, well... Anyway, that's how the movie begins. But the way they introduce AIM, I think, is kind of... well,
oh! And we get a special appearance from an old friend. We're not going to say who.
Yeah, but that will be caused by staying through the end of the credits, if you're that stubborn enough.
Not that appearance, another appearance. In the beginning of the movie.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, but... so, two nice cameos. One you're going to see anyway, and the other one, well...
you have to stay for the movie to find out, because it's so damn funny.
Yeah, if you're that stubborn to stay through the credits like me and Johnny were.
Hey, stubbornness is a good thing, and if you don't like it, you can kiss my...
it's gotten to a point where anybody can do it for a Marvel film. Well, Marvel Disney film,
So, what I also like about this film is that he doesn't... we see a lot more suits than just... well, than just 2 or 3. We see like 42 different suits. And what I didn't understand is why they bring in Iron Patriot.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be Norman Osborn, and I'm guessing they wanted to have Norman Osborn in this movie. They just couldn't.
And even in the movie, it says that Rhodey likes being doesn't like being Iron Patriot. He likes the War Machine suit a lot better.
Yeah, but Johnny. Yeah, but do you think but I think the reason was because of rights issues and stuff like that. So do you think what didn't you like about the movie?
I didn't like that. Well, they wasted an actor.
Well, yeah, Sir Ben Kingsley's a brilliant actor, but Mandarin is a.
Look, we're not gonna say why they wasted an actor, and we're not supposed to mention who it was.
Stop pushing me. But
anyway, the movie.
He's funny.
Besides that, this movie was great. There were some stuff that I thought was a bit unexpected, like, let's just say that we finally see a violent side to Tony Stark's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And we
a very revealing side.
Okay, yeah. And we see we see a lot of fanboys of Iron Man.
Too many to count. The one that's a bit goes to the psycho range, in my opinion.
Yeah, or that one's just obsessed.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I know who you're talking about. Anyway, there's also one other thing that made this movie a bit more ostentatious because, well, for one.
What does ostentatious mean?
I have no idea. Anyway, the reason why this movie was a bit not what I expected in Iron Man was because they sort of led us on to believe so many stuff like that that someone important was gonna die, someone who was someone who's like
the main person to be. This is a hard movie to review without giving any spoilers.
Anyway, I have to say, you have to see this movie because it'll prove to you that some movies just want to keep you guessing. Yeah, and some movies have some surprises for you.
Yeah, but should we go to the ultimate question right now? Do you and I think there should be an Iron Man 4?
Well, let's just say we'll see how Avengers turn out, and I'll give you my answer then.
Well, right now, I'm just gonna have to say at this point I'm gonna have to say no because this one, as a closing to a trilogy, it's very hard to top. I mean, I want to call
at the end of the movie, we see something that's a bit.
But, I want this to be the Iron Man trilogy. Like the Dark Knight trilogy, the Spider-Man trilogy.
This is nothing like the Dark Knight or Spider-Man. This is unlike any movie series you've ever seen before.
Well, yeah, there's Iron Man 1, which gave us a stinger at the end of the credits, which was such a shock. It was awesome. There was Iron Man 2, which, even though it wasn't as good as the first one, was funny.
In this movie, at the end of the credits, there is a scene, but it's kind of not what you expect. But we do see a very special friend of ours.
Yeah, we'll give you a hint. He's not getting his movie in this series.
But we do see him in Avengers, though.
Yeah.
But should I say it?
No.
Fine. Anyway, this movie is actually, well, I have to say it's not the best movie I've seen, but it's the best Iron Man movie.
Yeah, but is it the best one of the trilogy?
Say it, boy!
I'm trying to think about it because, it's better than 2. I'll say that.
But I don't know if it's better than 1.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I would say no, but Obadiah Stane's arc is kind of screwed up as well in the first one, so.
I have to say, there is a Mandarin in this movie, and he's evil, and a bit the Mandarin in this movie is great talent, great psychotic, but he's a bit unexpected. And remember that. Tell your friends to remember this. He's unexpected.
And he's funny.
And a bit of a psych and a bit of a crazy ass.
Yeah, and he's funny.
Although, do you remember? Although, if you notice that in this movie, you notice that they use the 10 rings flag.
Yeah, actually, yeah, but they don't. I don't. You know how they show like the 10 rings in the fingers?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah,
if you're going to use the 10 rings as flag, you should have the 10 rings army.
Yeah, but he doesn't even wear the 10 rings in the movie. I don't even think they showed a clip of that in the film. I don't think.
He did wear the 10 rings in the movie.
Well, yeah, but
just not as much as we think. This movie had a bit of a disappointment for the villain, though.
Yeah, but there was also Iron Man did one thing that I think was kind of stupid. He gave the address to the Mandarin.
Why would he do that?
I mean, seriously, if I was Iron Man, I'd just say, "Hey, meet me at like New York City," or "Hey, meet me at this location." Don't tell me to knock on the front door. I mean, that is stupid. First, it doesn't put on a risk on you. It puts a risk on your home, and it puts a risk on. I was about to say wife, but no. But it puts a risk on your girlfriend. I was about to say wife.
In this movie, it has some twists and turns, shocks and some funny ass stuff.
Yeah, but a lot of people are making a big deal about it takes place in Christmas. Batman Returns took place in Christmas, and that came out in summer.
Yeah.
And what else took place in? What else like? Actually, that's it. It's that and that.
It's funny. I have to say. Anyway, let's give our ratings.
Well, yeah, but can we just talk about Shane Black and how they're switching directors and all that? Shane Black, I think, does a really good job on taking the mantle of Jon Favreau. Actually, I only forgot that it was not that they used a different director. You know, so Shane Black really matched it and gave his own little twist to it. And by the way, we get to see Tony Stark with a gun, which is awesome.
Yeah, actually, that's the thing. I know that Tony Stark is sort of a badass in and out of his suit.
Yeah. And they make a lot of better ways on how he puts on and takes off the suit, so that's a lot of cool. It's no longer like where they just take the arm.
But there is one scene I was like really I was like wondering, like he said, "Cower down." I was like, "What are you, a Power Ranger?"
I didn't actually think of that, but there was some of those like multiple suits they show, and we already know that because it's in the trailer that are in the end of the movie. A couple of those suits remind me of Power Rangers.
Okay.
Actually, that's how Power Rangers should be. Okay,
we're not talking about that. We're talking about Iron Man.
Yeah, but I always used to think that Power Rangers was a ripoff of it.
I don't care.
But anyway, let's give our ratings because my camera's about to die. But anyway, let's do it. Anyway, since this is Johnny's channel, he'll go first.
I give this movie a 9 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10 for its humor, its action, but it loses 1 point because of some disappointing features.
I gotta give it a... It's a tough. I'm gonna have to give it an 8.5. It's got some good action, it's got some good all that, but there's a couple things with the villain that I thought was a bit wasted. And there was a couple things about about Tony Stark with that, which really makes me cringe. It makes him come off as idiotic. And I know he's naive like that, but you're a scientist. You're a superhero. You had Obadiah Stane who stole your arc reactor. You've had a psychotic Russian who tried to kill you. You went through a wormhole in space trying to kill aliens. And you give a terrorist your address.
He's Tony Stark. I think everybody knows where he lives.
Yeah, but still, it's still a little...
You don't really think much, do you?
Yeah, but still, but... Anyway, yeah, and, also, you know, that's kind of it, but that goes up to the absurdity where it kind of loses 2 extra points. That and the bank...
You mean 1.5 points?
Well, yeah, something like that. But anyway,
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Donnie.
And this is Johnny and Doni Reviews, signing off.
I like your channel. This is a nice place.
Shut off the camera.
Alright.
Shut off the camera!
Wait a second. Will you see you soon when we review? Da, 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 da.
We'll see you again when we review Man of Steel.